Good day. Welcome to Atta. Today we're sitting with Albert Elias, and Albert is going to share some of his stories with us. Good afternoon, Albert.
Yeah, goeienaand, Gerry. Collector Lugniactomi, Sivik Kalwactomic, 1975, Sax Harbor me, Idluk, Shirley Lo, Diamond. I'm a open Aksami, April me, April Noxonilu, Nanela, to Jay up there. Uluk Sakto Mugulakson, okay? Axeludi. I'm a April 21 me out lakayog ni sila pala mo na lakayog ni kisi chamnuk away tuk ski do daw sak tema nuna kunaw yong ni Cape Calat River atok malikod lo cook nakekto kami awla aktonuk tasak ang aktok dikinap tigo kadero sa kubiyak puta. Yeah, Capron Lake, we got to look down the Dashak. Hey, ma, kadero sa kubiyak puta. Awla waksodano na kun Masik Pass tungan Radi Lake kagdibliti ko lo adadang ma tasiuta ada iga takonaktok sila giklun. Ay mayok nuna kun mayok surakot sikto kami nuna. Masik Pass tikit kaik but kot Inuvialuit ton nuna. Naksak paluk takanda takonaktok. Kuk tunito. Ay sitok sitok paluk ulugayanak sa nakutsik balak sa niskido mik aksalun mik ulugayanak sa ni. Ay ipiyak sugo skido aksaludiga kamodika taon nga nakakayak sa niya mi kamodika situp kakak taon nga sido yung suyo ating sido not kapaluk to kasi Shirley Lo pisuk sa ni usik panik puglo tayo mo ni Clara Sri pingasunigaya o kiyo ni Clone nila. Yeah. Pingasublo daw la yun. Isa adak sa daw na atraktog. Ubang askinum ni atraktog kami kamodik tikilog. Aliyan ay ngayak. Noon na aliyan ay Inuvialuit na Masik Pass. Paing slime yeah. Ublok to si Blue na dami dahil man eh. Ay lakap sa amin yun. Naksat malagod. Tama nga, disalis bem to nga nun. Awlabluta naksat ikon. Kayak tos. Apo ko nakuwelok to. Ay makagligap to disalis be. Kanga kayuak tayo man disalis be magadilik. Tanmak ton. Suli, ublok to siya ko sikinik suli. Takonak to. Tanmak yayak siya daklo. Sinikak lo na ublame. Aud lang mo yun. Dahil sinagawa daklo daw yun. At mga dahil mahawal bluda. Hawal mabluda. Sibikit tumik. Nanok takot kayo si Wundam ne. Paat kaik pun nanok iksinak. Tuang nanok kimang ito alonin. Ya, takon nagaloy tigo. Kimakak po dahil nanok siyong ilo nga. Ay tajibanganin dahil ikaksakto kami. Sila na ko Inuvialuit to. Takayok daw na kayak toch. Ibui toch nakong na doon apkon. Ay maawala yuan ni oblukaluk. Ilani not kalayo akslota. Tayo maawala bluta niriyong ginat karanga ating miyaluk. Baat kayo rin pikiting miyaluk takot kayo. Helicopter. Uluk sakto mit kayo nakto. Baat baho tigam do. Mit doa kanip ting doon eh. Min dami. Dan nagmalro nakto ako tilo. Amdalo sa wakti. Nannu tigun sa wakti. Iya. Kuya na ngayon. Iya. Kakalo ako. Tapos ibigit tumiga. Tikko ako tayo mga sukko na ako. Dahil ako laking mayang ni. Sumigta ko na ito. Si Wundam ni tawa. Ako lawak sama. Ako lawak sama. Lukalok. Si kayak pa yun. Isumalong na ito lang din. Sila nakuwaid lo nilo. Ako lablo na si Bito Yumi ko. Blok tayo ma. Noon namin ko ba. Kinakpagtuamit ako sa kuyak samdik. Dahil maulawak sama. Tadaman ni kalok. Si Wundam ni nubuya to ni tok. Nakit. Tok tako nakit tok. Nubuya o sugaya kalwaka. Ungasik pa ilo ni. Si nubuya to tako malik. Dahil ma. Kaglima kiklado. Kaglima kaptigo. Nutim uba nuna. Koya na ngayon. Koya saya tu. Nuna kaglina kaptigo. Tikit sula kaptigo. Nuna sinanok kamnok. Nutim ako tumid. Aksalo di tumid. Uluk sakte o mayo tumid. Iya, nalugaluari ganun na dam na tayo mani, 1975. Lad, ulam na ula intro kaya, ulam na ula ito. Mali ko lugar ap kodit. Awala wakto din, ulok sakto, nunakpay na matkot, tako na kayo, dahil ako na kayo. Liyan na yung ngayak. Iya, tiki sakto kapta. Aksaloding marlog pat karanga marlog Jimmy memoran sunaw kinaluday ma pa buyo maya memoranam to sa anak so da kay mayon ni ya pat pa matigot ko ya na ngayon kasi igluda ko nakibludiglo kanito akalo Tiki sakto ama sa iyo. Aliyan na Inuvialuit kuya suktut wagudlo. Ay mo tiki napta. Si Bito akto mi ko bliyon ita iyo ni 2 weeks kaya nalu. Sakto me. May ngokson ni Luni kaya dahil mo. Aur lakim mayo no timon banks lamon jana likambit kuglo no akheta kuglo maligang ni banks lamon saksa mo kledik white fox jamboree ho kledik sik me ko yan nga yagaw lagap ta mo ikaklo ta suyo ka ta nakuyok banks lam tikin naptigo Saksama mukton, doktor siya kami. Saksama, di kinapti ko dahil manakulo. Tayo ba, kolekto ako dahil mga lalang mo. Kaya na yun.
Yay, kuya na ni Albert. Yes. Maybe share some of those stories of what you remember of those old carnivals and they used to have when they used to have the dog races on July 1 in the harbor someplace.
Yeah,
especially in Sachs Harbor and Ulu.
Yeah.
I remember that when I was a kid. I used to hear some of them.
Yeah, I remember after we moved to Ulukaktok, we moved to Uluhaktok in 1978.
Okay.
Yeah, so,
Yeah.
but shortly after that, I heard that their 1st of July was so much ice. The ice never went out. They had 1st of July a dog team race. I got some.
You could, yeah.
Yeah, that was pretty rare, I guess. Dog team
that's
race.
right,
Yeah.
On the 1st of July,
Yeah.
everybody else is celebrating Canada Day, and they're having a dog team race in Sachs Harbor.
Yeah.
They're having a dog team race at Uluhaktok. You know, it was some of the events that happened.
Yeah. Yeah. Sometimes the ice doesn't drift out as as quick as some years, and there's some stories from the past in the early 30s that even some families got stranded on banks.
Stranded because of the ice.
Yeah.
And out there, I mean, even today, there must be some change in that ice.
Yeah, I used to when I was living in Holman I must have lived in Holman for close to 30 years. And I remember I used to like to go to Sachs Harbor and go geese hunting springtime, late April.
Yeah.
And then go by there, and it was good those years. The ice was pretty solid and safe, it was easy to travel. But as the years went on, it was the ice was not safe anymore.
Ice didn't seem to be safe anymore.
Yeah.
Because even now, by the end of June now, the ice is starting to come out in some of them places.
Yeah.
Compared to a few years ago.
Yeah. I remember one year, the ice went away in May.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's really early.
Really early. Yeah. That was some of the signs.
And the land, there's no more snow.
Yeah, that was some of the signs of starting to warm up
here.
Huh?
Yeah, people were talking about global warming, and a lot of us, we didn't accept it or believe it for a while, but as it was real, Yeah.
Well, nowadays, I think, even if we travel in the Delta out here, we notice a lot of slumping.
Yeah.
A lot of the riverbanks are falling over.
Yes.
We're finding that down the coast.
Oh, yes,
on the west side over here.
When I travel around near Tuck on Richards Island, and either flying or, it's you could see every lake just about got a landslide or
especially those ones where the sun shine on that
facing
side,
the sun,
facing that sun.
Yeah,
it starts to slide a lot earlier than other ones. Huh?
Yeah, it's a lot of change happening because I was just in October not long ago, about a month ago.
Yeah.
This is 2015, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was there for a week, and I was with my skidoo. I was out fishing and hunting ptarmigans and stuff. And muskrat push-ups just about every lake.
Yeah.
And I found one beaver house. Well, I saw it last year, the year before. I saw it. It was not so high.
Yeah.
Now it's about 6 feet high. Beaver house. So there's a big family of beaver in one of those lakes. So they're moving north.
They're moving north. Yeah. Not only the beaver.
Yeah.
The grizzly bear.
Oh yeah. Yeah. The grizzly bear. I mean, they've been around that Tuck area for but they're getting more of those, I think. Yeah, and they're traveling even further north to Banks and Victoria.
Yeah.
They're pretty well all over the place.
They're all over the place now. Yeah. They're mixing with the polar bear.
Oh yeah.
They're mixing with the polar bear. Finding Banks Island.
Yeah.
What's the farthest you ever heard, Albert, of those grizzly bears going? Just to Banks Island, or are they going?
Well, I remember Fred Carpenter been getting one grizzly bear on Banks. This was in the 1940s.
Wow.
Maybe it was the late 30s or early 40s, but we heard that he got one that time. So.
Well, that's a long time ago. Bear's been up there. The grizzly bear's been up quite a while, and up in within those. areas where you don't necessarily find them, eh?
That's true, yeah.
Yeah. Polar bear, eh? Polar bear. Otter. You find any otter up that way?
Where?
Up towards Tuck or?
Never heard about it, but I know some marten go right to the coast too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some of them animals.
Yeah.
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 Last spring when I was in Husky Lakes, I was crossing Husky Lakes,
Mm-hmm.
and I saw something in front of me, and it was a link, just crossing the big lake. Yeah.
Wow. Pretty neat. And then you've traveled a lot of places up there, Albert, as a young man.
Or
Up through the islands and that. Banks Island, Ulukaktuk.
yeah. I used to like to travel, like I said, to Sachs Harbor for several years. I did that until ice conditions not good anymore. So, and in 1992, I think it was, I I went to by snow machine. I went to Cambridge Bay.
Okay.
Yeah, I went by Coroctoch.
Yeah.
And this was in early May.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's beginning of May. And traveled there. I stopped a few days in Coroctoch and then kept it going. And a couple of days to Cambridge Bay.
Yeah. You just
Interesting trip. Yeah.
must have been a very nice trip. Yeah. You just stay in the tent.
Oh yeah.
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 In May must be nice, huh?
Yeah. Lots of wildlife, caribou, grizzly bears.
Geese come back that time? No.
It was a bit early. It was a bit early yet in May, so didn't see any.
Oh, it must have been nice.
Yeah.
Nice country up there.
Yeah. Different and nice.
Byron Bay? You traveled by Byron Bay, or you tried to?
No. Byron Bay is on Victoria. Eh? Yeah, I traveled from Coroctoch by the coast.
Oh, yeah.
To Bathurst Inlet.
Yeah, Bathurst, and then you got cut across
and then swing north from there.
Oh,
that was interesting trip.
Interesting trip.
Me and my son James.
Yeah. How long was that trip, Albert? From when the time you left Ulukaktuk till the time you got home?
It must have been about a week.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I stopped and came Coroctoch for a couple of days. Huh?
You make it to Coroctoch from Ulukaktuk in one day?
No, 2 days.
2 days.
Yeah, 2 days. Yeah, actually, the first day we had to stop for a while too, for extra day because of skidoo problems. But I was lucky that time. There was a couple of more while I was camped, kind of stranded. 2 skidoos from Holman came. They were headed for Coroctoch, so we had a good team there.
Must be nice, huh?
The odd geese were starting to show up too.
Yeah, you never go hungry.
No, good country.
Yeah, good country.
Yeah.
And then what about some of your schooner stories?
I got quite a few schooner stories I could tell
some
you.
of them that you
all day telling you about
schooners. Yeah, you remember some of those going into Sachs when you were a young man?
Oh yeah. Yeah, I actually caught probably near the tail end of the schooner era.
Okay, yeah.
There was a lot of them in the early 1900s, in the Delta and along the coast.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so, and there was quite a few schooners yet from between Tuktoyaktok and Sachs Harbor, Victoria Island, going for hunting and trapping.
Right.
It used to be, takes about, depending on what kind of weather, it's from Tuktoyaktok to Sachs Harbor, it's about maybe 2 long days. Yeah, sometimes take longer because weather.
The weather, yeah.
We used to always anchor at Bailey Island.
Bailey Island, yeah.
Another 100 miles to cross. And that would take about 17, 20 hours to cross.
And when you go from Bailey Island, when you cut across, where you head to? You go straight for Sachs?
Yeah, yeah.
Or you
Set the
go for
compass
that
straight
big
for
bluff?
Sachs Harbor. Yeah.
Straight for Sachs Harbor?
Yeah,
Wow.
Those old-time compasses are turned right on.
Yeah.
Yeah. The only instruments in those schooners were the compass
Was
and
that-
the barometer.
Yeah. Was that compass like that? I remember
Some
that.
kind different sizes compass.
Yeah.
My dad's compass in our boat, in our schooner, the Fox, was about the size of this table, almost, mounted on top the pilot house.
Yeah,
And it's
yeah.
kind of gyro also,
Yeah.
and the waves, it stays level, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Boy, that's neat.
yeah, lots of
And that barometer, just
weather.
try to keep an eye on the
weather pressure, yeah.
Weather pressure.
And the people really watch the weather with their eyes and their, boy, they're good weathermen themselves, They can predict even better than the barometer, I think, some of them.
Well, that was them days.
Yeah.
And that was how they looked after that weather, how they figure out it's going to be a good day to go.
Towards evening, I used to hear my dad and them talking about the weather. Look at the horizon and the clouds and, and what kind of a sunset it was. I think if it was nice and bright red sunset, then tomorrow it's going to be good weather.
Good day. Must have been fun traveling in the schooners.
Yeah, they watch the weather pretty good. They really get good at it, which way the wind's going to blow, and if the wind shifts a certain direction, it's a good sign, but if it shifts from different direction, it's going to go right back to where it came from.
Yeah.
So they know those things.
They know those things,
Yeah.
And they watch that weather. Huh? Yeah.
Yeah, that's for sure, yeah.
Well, different than... It was a good way that they did it, eh?
Yeah.
They were good at that.
That's all they had in the way.
More so than what we have now comes on the radio.
Yeah.
The weather for the next few days. Yeah.
Yeah, all those years, many years of skidoo. I mean, schooner. Transportation. There was never really heard about any mishaps, such serious ones. They might have. I heard of one mishap between not too far from Tuyakto. One of the schooners, reindeer herders, I think. They went. I guess the boat sank in a way in a big storm, and nobody survived.
Yeah.
That was probably in the early 40s.
Yeah. And then what about what they used for how you tell how deep that water?
Yeah, my dad's schooner, all the schooners had this long rope with a lead at the end.
Yeah.
So you have to learn how to use that.
Yeah.
And every fathom it's got marks. So 6 feet would be 1 fathom.
6 feet, 1 fathom.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
And that's how they told how deep the water was. Huh?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. I watched that lots of times. Yeah. And you got to watch they pretty well knew where the shoals or the shallow places were too. So when we take off from October, we head straight out. I used to wonder why my dad's going straight out to the, instead of to where banks lie.
Yeah.
There are two things: get out of the shallow areas. The other reason was try to reach the salt, 100% salt.
Oh.
That way the boat comes up.
Yeah, the boat lifts a bit.
Really noticeable, Yeah, that was really interesting to me. That one, yeah.
Because I noticed that even traveling with today, even with the boats today, when we get, especially going between Shingle Point and Herschel Island, as soon as you hit that salt, that boat comes up.
Oh, yeah.
That's the salt, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then the shoals, you got some shoals along the way too then?
Yeah.
Yeah. They know that though.
Oh, yeah,
I know a lot of that.
You know that from experience, huh?
Yeah. Right on. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But then you lived in Ulahaktuk, so Albert.
Well, 1978 to about now. I mean, you know, about 5 years ago we moved here from there.
Yeah. You spent lots of time at Ulu, eh?
Yeah.
Ulahaktuk, yeah.
And 1997 to 99 we lived in Cambridge Bay and those things too.
Okay.
Yeah.
You've been all across the north. Yeah. Many different places.
Yeah. Interesting to, you know, get to know a lot of different people and places and hunting grounds.
Hunting grounds and traveling places.
Yeah.
So nice. Nice to hear some of them. Nice to hear some of them stories.
Yeah. Just ask me anytime you're free.
Yes, I know. It's good to listen to, to some of those stories that from a few years ago. You know, even the time before the skidoos coming.
Oh yeah.
You know,
that was another interesting turning point north. Is the snow machines.
Yeah.
All at once they came.
Yeah.
Just about.
Yeah. I remember when I was 13 years old when I saw that first long skis like that. Didn't know what it was. And it was out here in the Delta. Yeah.
The skidoos.
Skidoo, yeah. You know that long one with the engine was behind.
Oh yeah. My dad was when he retired from trapping on Banksland. He worked for DOT, Sachs Harbor for years, and he was the first fella to have one of those they called autoboggans.
Yeah.
Yeah, they have wooden skis.
Yeah.
The motor is in the back.
Lots of power.
Yeah, lots of power. And yeah, we thought it was a fast machine. I used to chase my dad with 10 dogs on empty loads, you know. We take our dogs, just emergency.
Yeah.
The skidoo breakdown, we got 10 dogs to take us home.
Yeah. I remember that long skis, they like about 8-foot skis or something.
Yeah.
They were called autoboggans.
Yeah.
You used them right up on Banks Island.
Yeah.
The autoboggan. That's our afternoon. That's our good day. That's a little bit of stories from our friend Albert Elias here on Ata. Koinai ni Albert.
Ilvino.
Yeah.